So I made a video recently about book formatting, and I wanted to make a quick video because this was one instance where I had seen someone using my templates on fiverr.com, and I reported it to Fiverr, which is pretty common, but they've decided that no action needs to be taken because this looks like a legitimate campaign. And I'm not necessarily saying that this particular designer can't design books. He's got over 1,000 positive reviews. He's providing a service. People are willing to pay for it at a reasonable price. My problem is that he's using images to show off his design skills that are stolen from my website, DIY Book Formats. So you can see this is just a graphic I have on my homepage at DIY Book Formats. And these are formatting templates that I've personally designed and chosen the fonts, so I know where everything comes from and I know that they look good. And that's what he's using down here in his main gig portfolio image. And actually a lot of the other examples that he's got aren't really as good. So it's a little bit of inflated. You're getting a decent deal, but you're not really getting the quality of design that you expect. This is actually really common on fiverr.com. I looked through book cover designs, and this time I didn't see anybody actually using my covers. It's pretty common in the past that when I look at book cover designs, I will see covers that I've designed that they've stolen to use in their portfolio. And generally the way to tell, I didn't design these so I can't say for sure, but these look like really well designed book covers. But then if you scroll over to some of the other ones, they get less and less good in quality. Here's another one that makes me suspicious. These are really nicely designed covers at first, but then the more you scroll over, the less quality they get. And it's not fair for me to make, flat outright judgments on these designers. I'm not necessarily saying all of these designers are scammy, but it is pretty common for other book designer friends of mine to have their covers show up in Fiverr portfolios. It happens a lot every week or so. And so this is kind of an ongoing problem with Fiverr. And you would think that when designers report copyright infringement, and it's a really clear and obvious case where you can prove that you designed the cover that somebody else is using, then Fiverr should take down that gig, because obviously that's not great. I do know there are some quality book cover designers and formatters on Fiverr, but they're hard to find, and since I can't really trust their portfolio, I basically just wanted to show, before you spend money on something from Fiverr, not only are you probably not going to get the best design, but you don't really know what you're getting or if you can trust a portfolio. Sometimes it's cheap enough that you can buy 2 or 3 different gigs and hope that one of them turns out something usable. And if you're doing something like, a simple nonfiction book, it might be good enough. But if you're really trying to do high quality fantasy or science fiction or something, I think it's rare to find a good cover from Fiverr, although it is true that some authors, there are some designers who provide decent work on Fiverr. I'm just mostly disappointed that Fiverr seems not interested in taking action when there is a clear case of copyright violation. So I just want to make this little video to warn authors about using cheap cover design services or formatting services on Fiverr. At least be aware of what you're getting into. If you found formatters or cover designers that you like and recommend, you can post them below. I'm, as a designer, not usually very impressed, but I think it is true that sometimes you can find cheaper than average work on Fiverr or similar sites. Like I said, I'm basically only posting this video because I already tried to reach out to Fiverr and they've decided, that this is fine and it's not a big deal to have their designers steal images from other designers on the internet, which actually is a really big problem. So I want to kind of put this out there to let people know what's going on. Thanks, bye-bye. So actually it took me a while, but I scrolled down a little bit more and then I found this cover designer. These are 3 of my books, my personal books from my website, not even covers I've designed from other people. So that's another example of somebody just taking images online. I'm pretty sure that a lot of the other gigs are also taking images online, but because I didn't design them directly, I'm not the designer, so it's a little harder to tell in those cases.